The Shadow Treasurer Ben Wyatt has challenged Eric Ripper for the leadership of the state Labor Party, putting an end to days of speculation. Mr Wyatt says he's confident there's a strong appetite for change, and he's asked Mr Ripper to call a special caucus meeting to settle the issue.
With a possible challenge looming, Eric Ripper arrived at Parliament in the morning, confident of his position. By mid-afternoon, the fight was on, but Mr Ripper was still certain he'd win the day.
I've had plenty of reassuring calls from colleagues, and I think discussions are continuing.
He's facing a contest from Shadow Treasurer Ben Wyatt, who's only been in Parliament for 5 years.
I represent what is clearly generational change for the Labor Party. I represent a new face.
MPs from Labor's alt-right faction were clearly divided as they met earlier to discuss whether they would continue to support Mr Ripper.
I think he's a wonderful leader and I'm looking forward to him being Premier.
There's no denying that I'm in a marginal seat. I've been concerned by recent polls and I think Ben Wyatt would make an excellent leader.
The other possible leadership contender emerged from the meeting, ruling himself out of the race.
As part of this entire process, I will not be a candidate for the leadership. It's not to do with numbers.
Ben Wyatt has spent the past 2 days counting numbers and believes there's a strong appetite for change.
It's my view that Eric Ripper needs to convene a special caucus meeting to resolve this issue once and for all.
Eric Ripper agreed to call a meeting to clear the air, and that's likely to be held next Tuesday. Ben Wyatt is the cousin of federal Liberal MP Ken Wyatt, and if he wins the leadership, he'll become the first Indigenous leader of a major political party in Australia.
Ben Wyatt and Eric Ripper will spend the next few days doing the rounds to win the support of their colleagues. State political reporter Alicia O'Flaherty joins me now. And Alicia, what are Ben Wyatt's chances? What's at stake for him?
James, at this stage it's still unclear exactly what Ben Wyatt's chances are. Eric Ripper remains confident that he still has the support of most of his colleagues and says he expects that the vote won't even be close. Ben Wyatt, on the other hand, says that he wouldn't be putting his hand up unless he was confident that there was enough support for a change. Now, Ben Wyatt admits that he may be a bit of a risk for some people. He's only 36 and he's only been in Parliament for about 5 years. But he believes that he can bring a fresh face and some fresh ideas to the party, and he believes that that's what it needs. Now, with 6 days still to go until the vote, anything can happen in that time. So I'm sure both men will be working the phones over the next few days to try and shore up their support, because the prospect for the possibility for either person that loses the vote is that they may end up on the backbench.
Alicia, how much damage has this caused the Labor Party?
James, no matter what the outcome of Tuesday's meeting, one thing is clear. This has been extremely damaging for the Labor Party. But of course it is something that did have to be dealt with at some point in time, given all of the leadership speculation. Now, even after Tuesday's vote, that may not put an end to it. It may only just delay it for another 6 months or so. If Eric Ripper, for example, retains the leadership and the poor polling continues, then he's likely to face another leadership fight before the next election.
Alicia, thank you.